Washington, D.C. In April of 2017, all the dishes in the Event Horizon Telescope swiveled, turned, and stared at a galaxy 55 million light years away. It's called Messier 87 or M87.
Messier 87. The Messiah, guys. The symbolism, the black hole is a symbolism of the coming of the Antichrist. There's the 11. Here's your Messiah. In the middle. This is supposed to be the symbolism of this thing, okay?
And there's a supermassive black hole at its core. And we are delighted to be able to report to you today that we have seen what we thought was unseeable. We have seen and taken a picture of a black hole. Here it is.
God bless. Oh! Please, I don't deserve it. Please, thank you. Alright. Awesome. Right? Incredible.
This is a remarkable achievement.
What achievement?
What you're seeing here is the last photon orbit. What you are seeing is evidence of an event horizon. By laying a ruler across this black hole, we now have visual evidence for a black hole. We now know that a black hole that weighs 6.5 billion times what our sun does exists in the center of M87. And this is the strongest evidence that we have to date for the existence of black holes. And it is also consistent, the shape of this shadow, to the precision of our measurements with Einstein's predictions. The bright patch in the south that you see tells us that material moving around the black hole is moving at light speeds, which is also consistent with our simulations and predictions. And this image forges a clear link now between supermassive black holes and the engines of bright galaxies. We now know clearly that black holes drive large-scale structure in the universe from their home in these galaxies. And we now have an entirely new way of studying general relativity in black holes that we never had before. And as with all great discoveries, this is just the beginning.
Yep.
So imaging a black hole doesn't come easily. I can tell you that from personal experience, as can many people here in the audience. It's required long-term developments, a committed team, but it also required some very interesting cosmic coincidences. Take, for example, the maelstrom you see before you, like the hot gas swirling around the black hole. A photon has to leave from close to the event horizon, travel through the hot gas in falling to the black hole, and light rays of a millimeter wavelength, radio waves, can make that journey. Not all of them can. Then that radio wave has to propagate 60,000 years through the M87 galaxy, and then another 55 million years through intergalactic space. And then it winds up in the Earth's atmosphere, where its greatest enemy, the greatest danger.
You ever notice when he's speaking about the process here? It's almost like he's talking about the process of forming a life, right, with the egg and the sperm. You notice that? Listen to the stupid.
As it will be absorbed by water vapor in our own atmosphere. So the Event Horizon Telescope uses telescopes at high dry sites so that we can see the photons that have traveled to us so far. So far, so good. We have the photons. But the M87 shadow is very, very small compared to the galaxy that surrounds it. So in order to see it, we needed to build a telescope as large as the Earth itself, given the wavelength of light we were trying to observe. And to do that, we use a technique called very long baseline interferometry, which you can see a schematic of here. Radio waves from the black hole hit radio telescopes, where they're recorded with the precision of atomic clocks that lose only 1 second every 10 million years.
Bullshit.
When you've registered these radio waves so precisely, you can then store them on hard disk drives.
You ever notice the radio wave symbolism is always a track? You ever notice that? All the time. Now, let's go to the proof here. I'm just tired of looking at this stupidity. Alright, we're going to go look at this picture now. Alright, let's get the new one here. Got a picture here, guys. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to mess with it. We're going to edit it. We're just going to mess around with it. Okay? Okay, we're going to figure out everything that's around it is what we're going to do. We're going to find every piece of energy around this thing. Okay, like he was just talking about. Right? Remember that? Alright. So far, we already have an object here. So the black hole is not what he said. Obviously, it's not a hole. Not in free space, anyway. Alright, does that look eerily familiar to everything else that I've showed you that's attached to the firmament fence? I don't see how you can't see it. There's the arm attached to the fence, and there's the fence behind you in the green right there. See the black? And there's the black thing that it's hanging on, the light fixture. Take a look at it. It's the top of your light fixture here. What's this? A little companion hole? Little Blackie Jr., right? What's that supposed to be? That's the switch? I see, guys, it's such a fake ass. Everything they put out is fake. Jeez. Unreal. Go back to this, which is a light fixture on a fence, guys. Exactly what it is. As you see there, the more we do this, the more you start to pick up the outside, well, what he was talking about, the noise, the gases, or whatever you're talking about. When you're talking about the outside of this, you're just talking about this. This is a damn structure. That's it. Do you see how it's layered separately? There's the top of the actual arm of it right there, connected to the fence. Alright, so this is a structure right there that's connected to another structure, which is connected to this structure, which is connected to this structure. And then when you get to that structure, you have a light right here in the middle. And you can see we have a shape to this thing. So it's called, the shape of this is asymmetrical, okay, because it has lines and it has angles. All right, so asymmetrical means it's symmetrical in different ways. It's not symmetry, but asymmetrical means it's got curves and corners, okay, contours that are not the same. So asymmetrical. It's like a ballpark or something like that. Like the outfield of a ballpark or the wall of the baseball park is asymmetrical. Okay? That's a structure. That's it. Nothing more. Gases don't need a handle or an arm to stick off of. Let's go to here. Look at this thing up here. What's that? What's that supposed to be? If that's the black hole, what the hell is this? This ain't even on it. It's not even around it. It's not even near it. Okay, well, there's a big structure, and you can see that something's attached to it. Look at the back of it. There's a frame. That's that little part right there. Any other questions? I mean, seriously. Now, if you're thinking that maybe it was done inside a, what do you call it? Studio, I don't think so. Maybe, maybe not. But either way, it's not real, okay, is the point. Doesn't matter. There's a structure hanging from something. This is probably the fence above us. And I keep telling you that the fence above you is like this. You can't see past it. It's a structure. It's got lights on it. It holds shit. It connects things. Especially aerials. Look at the detail on this. Alright. Now, if I wanted to black and white that object, right, from here, I could do that. Sort of looks like a scrambled egg, I mean a fried egg, huh? We're still getting the objects around it. See? These are all connected to something. You see how this is a structure? It's not hanging in free space. First of all, it's not supposed to be a structure. It's a freaking black hole. It's supposed to be a hole in space. And it's not. It's sitting there stuck to the wall of the top of the firmament. We shouldn't even need to show any more pictures, guys. This is pretty much proof in itself that that thing right there is attached to something. And it just continues to keep going. You can continue to see the back part of it. As we bring the light up, you just keep seeing it. Watch. I'll show it to you. You see the background now? Look at the light in the background. Well, we're bringing up structures now. This is just going to be part of the top of the roof here, the fence. As you see, there's something behind it. So no, this is nothing more than the deception again from NASA. Getting it right back there. Take a look at it. As you can see, it's a massive structure, and it continues up the side of the ceiling here of this firmament. There you go. There's your black hole. They just keep putting out bullshit, people. Constantly, and people keep accepting it. Nobody calls them out on it. Or tries to, anyway. Not many. Alright, so there you have it. Just structures everywhere. No, nothing more to see here but bullshit. Again, deception. There's your black hole. Right there. Where's the original? Right here. Right there. That's your original black hole. No. Same shit. There's a good shot. And there's a good shot, guys. Okay. Another one. Now we get more, starting to get more structures around it now. Well, that was almost hit it. You see that? Oh, really? Look at how dark that thing got. I don't know what that is. It's just something's coming up there. Well, I mean, you can play with this thing all you want. We're starting to get a really good contour now of the shape of it. You see it? You're really starting to get a uniformity here. See that? That, my friends, is absolutely asymmetrical in contours, angles, and that translates into a structure. Again, there's the Black Hole Junior right there. And there you have it. And to me, it looks like there's two light sources, 3, 4. I see 1, 2, 4 light sources, maybe 5. But this is what's going on. There's a light right there. You see that? There's your deception. There's your projector. 1 onto a screen or plate up there. 2 right there. See it? Your light. 3. There's another right there. That's another light. You see that? And looks like 4. There's a few of them here, but there's another one there. So you see what's going on. Shine a light down on the structure, onto something. Right there. To me, that looks like it's a reflection of a light onto a projector. This is a projection. Again, another projection of something. And there you have it, man. Look how right angled out that is. Look at that. Can anyone in the mainstream or anywhere else explain that to me? Anybody who pushes these planets, can you explain that to me? Because I'm sure you'll fall right into this bullshit. If you're pushing Planet X, this is something you're going to fall right into. Alright? And I don't mean the black hole you're going to fall into. I mean the deception that is the black hole that surrounds this bullshit NASA. Alright, I mean, you're going to fall right into it. That's no doubt about it in my eyes. If you're pushing the planet bullshit, you're going to fall into this. That's just all there's to it to me. Nothing different. Same thing going on here. You guys see it now? Should be able to see that structure there. Should be no problem with that. There's the top of the damn thing right there. That's the very top. That's up here. Another opening in the fence on the roof. More deception. See? Something back behind there too. As you can see, there's a structure behind it. But just deception, guys. This even could be, I mean, who knows if it's not a studio set up with lights onto a ceiling, onto some kind of, no, some kind of setup that they created in the studio. But it looks to me like this is shot again from up in the fake space area called the Firmamente. All right, guys, you see it? It's all there. All the proof is there that this is not real. Just not real. My goodness.
Send them to a central facility where they can be combined precisely. It's exactly the same way that a mirror used in an optical telescope reflects light perfectly and in synchronicity to a single focus. And when we do this, we can synthesize a telescope that has the resolving power as though we had one the size of the distance between these telescopes, truly turning the Earth into a virtual telescope. All the sites that we used can be seen here. We have telescopes from Hawaii to Arizona to Mexico to Chile to the South Pole and Spain.
You ever wonder what the real deal is with the telescope, honestly? Because if I'm using a cell phone and I'm looking at and I'm getting pictures of the firmament and shit with my cell phone on the ground, why do I need this? Why do I need these telescopes? What the hell are these really? Anybody think about that? You don't need those telescopes. No one needs a telescope that large to see the firmament a couple miles up. What are they really for? That's the key. We need to figure out why they're located where they're at and what they're really used for. Understand? Because they're not being used for what we are being told. No one said anything about why they're really being used. No one needs it. You don't need it. We're using cell phones and getting pictures. We don't need massive telescopes to see 20 miles. Like he said, we can see a quarter from DC to LA with these telescopes. The distance, he means, not literally over. You can't see anything straight. Your eyes only see a certain distance, and you would have to continue that and repeat it over and over again to see all the way straight across the country like that. Now, from an angle atop, you're not that high. I can tell you right now, you're not 3,000 miles up, friend. No way at all. So for you to even say my telescope can reach 3,000 miles from top to bottom is a joke. It's not even that high. Nothing's that high. The firmament's not even that high. So how in the heck can they be that high? The only thing they're that high on is crack. That's it. Because if they want you to believe this shit and we're in a building, then maybe they're in a building somewhere else in the building. Yeah, remember that Elvis left the building? remember that shit? The devil has left the facility. Goodness gracious. I don't know what else to say. I mean, that's some stupidity there. I mean, that statement.
But even this broad global network is not enough by itself to make an image. You can think of them as being silvered spots in a large global mirror. The key is that the Earth turns. During a night of observing.
Now you can turn it off right there because the Earth does not move. Sorry. That's it. That's the end of it. That's all. That's all, folks. That's right there is the first lie.
We are able to sweep out more baselines, more coverage of this virtual mirror to make our image. So on the left, you'll see the Earth turning. Every pair of telescopes provides us with one point on the center panel, which fills in the Earth-sized virtual lens, and on the right you see the evolving image. The more and more data we get, the more we fill in this virtual mirror, the sharper our view of the black hole becomes, until you wind up seeing...
The more deception they throw in there, the worse it gets, guys. Now I've got some different pictures now here because they didn't show these. No one showed these pictures I just got. of the black hole turning, right? Okay, take a look at the pictures. Now, ain't nothing much different there. Same thing we just showed you. I'm not going to even mess with it. So what we have here is a projector that's making these images. They might really be using a camera, just pointing it at the projector. That's it. That's what they do all the other times. Everybody takes a picture of every star is pointing to a projector. And the moon, by the way. How many people keep putting up moon videos and saying that there's shit on the moon and there's shit on the moon? There's objects on the moon. Can you believe these buildings are on the moon? Why don't you take a good look at the moon and find out that it's a massive projector? Why don't you do that once in a while? What, are you going to be here 20 years from now saying the same shit? No, you won't be. You should be worried about where you're going to be in 20 years. I know I am. And check out this. Don't you love this? Check it. Right? Check out that little drawing there. Threw that one in there, huh? So we got a three-dimensional triangle right here that they just drew like a pyramid. You see that? Anybody? Upside down, by the way. Alright, guys. There's your damn fake ass. Jeez, I can't believe they put this out. At this point, I can't believe they still put shit out like this. These fake pictures and shit. Not expect us to look at them, you know. I guess they don't. Because they want you to listen and shut up. Let us talk. We're the scientists. We are the experts. You are the experts in fake science. That should tell you something. You're a fake expert. A professional fake artist. That's what's going on out here. There he goes, another different shot here. And we're starting to get more now. Look at that. See how we're getting more of the structure now? Look at that. Now we're starting to see what's attached to the fence. I'm glad they gave us those pictures, so. Now you get to see the whole thing. Check it out. Now we can see what it's attached to. Good thing it was moving around and the projector was faking us and giving us more pictures there, huh? You see that thing in there? There's a... You see the blue in there? The blue is the structured fence behind it. See it? It's attached to it. Next bullshit deception. You know what I mean? What's next, guys, on NASA's agenda? The Messiah 87? That's what this thing's called. Messiah 87. Messiah. Messiah, like Messiah. I don't care how you spell it. I don't give a shit. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Spellings don't matter when you're using symbolism, by the way. You could use the backward spellings or you could do it upside down if you want. Shit don't mean shit unless you know what they're talking about. Here's a good point right here. Check this out. What is... Washington is what? The capital, right? Right? We got the California pit. Alright? Right there with the AL. Right? Or AI. Even AL, you have your Los Angeles, your Los Angeles. California pit, LA. That's what it's all about here. It's all about the gods. It's all about the demons. It's all about the deception, the fakery, trickery. We have to continue the trickery because we just are lying our ass off. We just don't have space. And I can't believe we built a system around something that's absolutely not real and it's pushed every day as it is, like in school. Like, besides the education system. This is right in your face. It's blatant. People go to school every day and pay thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a degree to work here. They make you feel like you're special, but you aren't. You're a fucking liar when you work there. That's all you are. So if you're not a liar and you don't want to become one, and you don't like Satan, please don't work there. Because you're associating yourself with one. Okay? That's a liar right there. You see that? It's a structured fence. That's a light. There's a projector. I showed you the lights on the projector, by the way. We already saw that. Remember these? Hold on. Right here. There's one light right there. There's a light right there, light fixture. There's a light fixture here. There's one here. And this is a large either reflector or plate of some sort. So in here, I'm assuming we have some kind of screen. Okay? That's all. And as a matter of fact, you can see the detailed structures on this thing right there. So, all right, I thought I'd throw this your way since NASA made a big discovery. I wanted to make my big discovery today. And my big discovery is that their discovery is fake. That's what my discovery is. That's my big news today. I announced something big today. That I just proved that NASA was lying again. That's my big discovery today. So hopefully, thank you for coming to my big discovery and for showing the truth. Hopefully you're appreciative of it. Because I do it for that reason. That you would appreciate it. You know, I don't do it for nothing. I hope you appreciate it. But actually, you know what? I do it because I like it. I like exposing these assholes. And I do like that you're appreciative. If people appreciate me going through this information and breaking it down like this and showing you the truth, then I appreciate you. If not, it don't matter. I'm still going to do it. So, there you have it. A projector on a fence, a structured fence with lights and projections. Again, smoke and mirrors, my friends. Smoke and mirrors. Guys, have a good day. God bless. This is Chris Archer. Take care.